From a list of over 500 applicants shortlisted by the Public Service Commission, the head of state settled on 51 candidates that he deemed fit to steer the Kenya Kwanza agenda during his tenure. Former Langata Member of Parliament Nixon Korir, a key ally of President Ruto who lost to Felix Odiwour of ODM, will upon vetting take over at the State Department for Lands and Physical Planning. Former Nairobi Deputy Governor Jonathan Mweke, who also gave a shot at the last elections and vied for the Kitui gubernatorial race, has been nominated to the State Department for Sports and the Arts. The president list of PSS also has more political nominees, with Ambassador Julius Bitok, an aspirant who vied as governor in Uasin Gishu, nominated as Principal Secretary for Citizen Services. Patrick Mariru, who lost his quest to represent Laikipia West in the National Assembly, will be seeking Parliament's nod to head the Department of Defense. The president also retained immediate ex-president Uhuru Kenyatta Urban and Housing Principal Secretary Charles Hinga. Hinga, a fundamental force in the delivery of the Jubilee's housing agenda, which formulated the former administration's Big Four agenda that oversaw over 200,000 housing units delivered under his belt. Also returning to Ruto's government in the Ministry of Environment and Forestry is PS Chris Kipto, who upon vetting and confirmation will serve at his new docket at the National Treasury. Julius Korir, who serves at the Devolution docket, has also been retained and will now serve as Cabinet Affairs Principal Secretary in the office of the Deputy President. Peter Tum from the Ministry of Health has been nominated to serve in the Medical Services Department, while Hilary Kimutai is expected to maintain his Livestock Development docket. Belio Kipsang, a notable figure in Uhuru's administration, has also survived Ruto's axe, retaining his influential position at the Ministry of Education, where he has served since 2013. In February 2021, Kipsang was moved from the Ministry of Education to the Ministry of East African Community and Regional Development as the PS in charge of Regional and Northern Corridor Development. Kipsang openly supported Ruto's bid to ascend to the House on the Hill in the August polls. President Ruto key loyalists who supported his stab at the presidency have also been rewarded, among them Edward Kisiangani. However, key names of those that had applied from the list of 585 applicants were left out, including IEBC Commissioner Boyamolu, former nominated Member of Parliament David Sankok, IEBC Chair Wafula Chebukati's wife Mary Chebukati, former nominated Senator Isaac Mwaura, Health Principal Secretary Susan Mochache, former Kiminini Member of Parliament Chris Wamalwa, Broadcasting and Communication Principal Secretary Esther Koimet, Health Chief Administrative Secretary Masi Mwangangi, Acting Health Director General Patrick Amoth, as well as former Samburu Governor Moses Lenol Kulal. The list of nominees will now have to face National Assembly, departmental committees and House plenary to vote on their suitability for appointment. Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.